So I'm here at KScope 13 with Shakeeb Rahman, who's on our Apex development team. Shakeeb, it's funny, I've been sitting in on these application development sessions, and every now and again I hear a presenter saying, well, if we had Shakeeb's skill sets in CSS or HTML5 or JavaScript or all of these nice little skills for extending the Apex application to make it a little bit more flashy on the user interface and stuff like that. It seems like you are the guru in that space. And it just didn't happen once, but a couple of times. So I'm interested in your take in terms of what has Apex done in the recent version that makes it easier to really extend the database to make it maybe a little bit more flashy, and also what are you guys doing going forward?
Sure. So the great thing about Apex is that it really just draws out HTML and CSS. So you can use whatever HTML and CSS you want to write. And with our most recent release of last year, with Apex 4.2, we introduced grid layout, which is a really essential component of doing responsive web design, which is where you have one application that works on tablet devices, mobile devices, as well as desktops. And I think that's where the industry is headed in general, is you have this one application which can kind of service all sorts of different devices. And the problem that we face today is that there's not just iPhones and tablets, but there's also a myriad of other devices that kind of blend through. You can no longer see that a tablet is this size or a mobile phone is this size. There's just such a blending of all these different sizes and different devices and different platforms that you can't say I'm going to develop a separate mobile application or a separate tablet application. You have to design for all of these devices at once, and responsive design is one way to go about that. With Apex 4.2 we introduced grid layout, which really helped designers, which really helped developers declaratively said, hey, I want this region to go here, I want these items and page components to be here. And with Theme 25, which was also part of Apex 4.2, which is a completely responsive theme, they can kind of reflow those page components to develop one application that works on all of these three platforms.
Excellent. And I saw Mark showing some interesting stuff with Apex 5.0 that he was working on, and you talked about anything special in that area for you that you're thinking that's going to be coming up?
So one of the most requested features that we have is, I have this application, I have this theme, and I want to make it match my company's theme, or I want to make it, I want to make the colors match, and I want to put my company's logo up there. And right now, it's not as straightforward to do. And for Apex 5.0, we're looking at enhancing our theming functionality to say, hey, if your company is using orange or blue or whatever, you can just set those colors, and your theme will be automatically updated to have that look and feel without you doing too much work. So I think that's one direction that we're going in. We also have lots of great features in mobile and tablet interface. We're introducing a tablet interface, so you can develop a tablet-only application or that tablet and desktop application, which is really optimized for touch devices. So lots of really fun stuff to come in Apex 5.0.
So this will really help those companies that don't have a Shakeeb in their development force that can just leverage some of the work that you guys have already building into Apex, huh?
Right. We're just trying to make the job of developers really easy to say, hey, I have this application, I want to make it look a little bit better. I don't want to do too much to it, but what are some of my options? And we don't want our developers to have to learn CSS and HTML. That's our job to extend to our developers. Here's the best practices, and here's how you can customize your application.
Excellent. Thanks, Shakeeb.
Yep, no problem.